Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth day of 2300 Road to 2300 challenge. So I'm going to immediately seek an opponent with a 10 plus 5. So let's get started. So earlier we have played three games, and in the third game I think we won the third game. In the end game, my opponent grabbed the free pawn and went on to lose the game because he missed a very strong mating attack. So let's seek. Hmm. Very interesting. The four knights opening, easy win for white pieces. Is it? Wow. Okay. So the next frame is about the World Championship match being played between Ding and Gogesh. Round number four update, I guess. Right. It looks like we are not getting the opponent. Maybe we have to stop it and start once again. Maybe like directly clicking onto the 10 plus 5 rather than seeking with the custom options. I've been playing regularly, then why this Seek is not matching any opponent? Very interesting. So lately you have any have any short-term goals? So what are your ideas or how you are improving? Okay, you can let me know your ideas in the comment section below. So we have got an opponent, Muhammad Imran, almost 2000. Let's start with the e4. Hopefully goes for e5. So I'll play the what do you say, this Italian bishop c4, and I'll just castle immediately. If he plays knight f6, I'm gonna go on d3, and if he plays bishop c5, I'm gonna castle. So let's castle. So what is the point of early castle? Well, I used to play this gambit idea, that is max slang attack, or in some variations it is called the Doubt's gambit. So that's what I wanted to play always. So that is why instead of playing c3 or d3, I'll always castle when the knight is not attacking the e5. So I go pawn d4. The main move is actually bishop takes c5. So if you know this line, otherwise all the lines are going to be very interesting for both the players. And main line, I mean, okay, the game is going to become very interesting because he might lose the game in just 10-15 moves. Okay, idea is to take the pawn. Now the knight was actually supporting e5, so I'm gonna take the pawn and hit f7, and probably the natural way to respond for the position is to castle on the king side. And now look at the bishop on c5. The bishop is undefended, so what I do, I'll just put the knight in a pin. So I attack the knight further at once. So now the knight is kind of double attack. So you have to defend the knight. Naturally, players will try to follow it up with the knight to e6, protecting the bishop. It looks like it solves the problem, but it's actually not, because I have bishop into e6. It's very common trap. Actually, I have even uploaded a few shots based on this line. I hopefully you can also use this kind of traps in your games. More what is more interesting, it is actually happening in 10 plus 5. That is what most interesting thing is, because I usually off guard my opponent, or outplayed my opponent in only faster formats like 1 plus 0, 3 plus 0, something like that, but I never got anyone in 10 plus 5. Probably this is a new line for Mr. Muhammad Imran, I guess. I don't know. There is no escape from here. Even if you play like a stockfish from here onwards, you will probably lose an exchange or something, or even a couple of pawns. So this is lost already. So yeah. Oh God. Okay, this is a new move actually. Oh, okay. It looks like he's defending the bishop, and it says, okay, I'm attacking the knight, but the problem is I am gonna move the knight with a forcing idea. Knight into f7, and if he takes, I just take back and then win the piece. Just take. because there is bishop e6 idea sometimes, so I'll have to take it immediately with the check, and then you win the piece. We won a piece, or we won the exchange. Yeah, we won the exchange. All right. Already bishop takes c5 is a threat because the queen is undefended. So don't ever think about capturing this. All right. I'll just go here. Just hit the bishop. You'll have to take it now. Okay, now the rook is defending it. So that's what he thinks. I'm gonna play knight to d2 and then knight c4 right here and here. So trying to, because knight c3, I don't think it is doing much. So I want to advance the c pawn. Is there any problem for us? No, not right now. So I'll go knight to d2, looking to go to c4 and then to e3 and then to the fantastic. I'll go here. So rook a d1, just getting the rook into the play. It's a trap. Basically, you cannot take it because pawn b3, rook a1 will trap the the bishop. Oh, he's gonna advance or something. Let's go queen e3, sorry, queen d3, and then knight c4 is coming, and it's already a big trouble. I mean, d6 is a backward pawn right now. If he has to do something about it, okay, he sets up a trap, which we can simply play this move and attack the queen and guard the b2. And if he takes, well, I can take back with the check, and then b3, rook d2, and double up and go after d6. Very simple plan. I don't think we do have any problem in converting this, and it is going to be a very short recording for this challenge, I believe. Okay. Anyway, let's play b3. Anyway, our queen is not going to be kicked away, so there is no better discovery for him. I would like to open up the position. Okay, let's just get the king into the corner. If he plays d5, I'll be very happy. I'll go rook e1 so that when I capture, I'll threaten something. Okay, he's preparing pawn b5. I should have thought about it. Okay, let's go pawn. I mean, queen c3, not pawn. Obviously. So I think I can play pawn to e5, gaining the valuable tempo on the knight. Also the pawn. So you'd have to take, I guess. So let's see. Very interesting. Still, the pawn is pinned, man, my dear. Because the rook is undefended because of your last move. Let's go. e5, hitting the knight, hitting the pawn, taking advantage of the pinned pawn. So remember always, this is a thumb rule. What is a thumb rule? The thumb rule is always attack the pinned piece further. And another interesting move which I missed, knight to d5. But then after queen to d5, threatening this pawn and the knight, suppose if he goes back, he cannot go back. Actually, he has to do something else. Maybe we'll take the knight, I mean take the pawn. I don't know, let's see. So not much going on, so we don't have to worry about anything in the position, I guess, but we should not blunder at the same time, and I should not be overconfident, because many games you might have already encountered the same problem, that is blundering. Is it okay to advance and give the check? Or if I check, he's gonna push the pawn, and there is nothing exciting here. So I'll just play queen to d3 and keep the threat as it is, and I'm also threatening to take here. And if the knight moves, if I want, I can take on h7 as well, just to ruin the king's den, maybe, I don't know. So let's see, but he must react now. Another issue that black is going to face now, after I take on d6, now there is no taking back, so probably he has to go back, I guess. If he goes back, then I'll just leave the pawn as it is, and then I'll just go and capture here because there is a pin on the pawn. Wait. Okay. Okay, I thought I missed queen f5, but it's not a miss at all because they have on g6 in case if they want. So far we have recorded 10 minutes. I thought I could win the game in 10-15 minutes so that you can have a short miniature, but he's not making the moves faster. Oh well, he played it. What did he play? Oh, he went back. What will happen if I give the check and advance the pawn and checkmate? Check. I don't know. Maybe a tactical idea, I guess, because now right now I cannot push the pawn. Okay, the rook is supporting. Why I cannot push the pawn? Because the knight will be able to come when I give the check. So I give the check first. Oh, the pawn won't come as a tempo gainer. If I push e6, the queen is going to guard f7. Hmm. Probably I should have captured. Wait. If I give the check, actually he cannot take. Suppose if I take, he is gonna take. I take, the queen takes. So okay. Let me give the check first. Oh, he blended the mate, I guess, because queen e7 and then oh okay. Right. After me taking, what is that he is going to do? Lift rook the rook. I mean lifting the rook and then rook f4, but then knight f6 is there. How about lifting the rook right away? Rook e4 threatening mate in one, but the knight is, it's not technically a mate. And also we do have to note that there is a back rank issue going on, so that is also there. And interestingly, by playing queen to e6, we have put a another pin on the pawn, so it's a dual pawn, I mean dual pin in the pawn. Okay. Okay, he stops that. All right, let me give this check and pick up the pawn with the check. If he goes and he is getting checkmated, I believe, and that is a fork, and that is checkmate. Queen has to black, or the knight has to come back and black, and then I'll just take and thread and mate. He resigns finally. Yeah, well, it's a good game for us, so there's nothing. He just fell into the trap right after the opening, so or in the opening. Oh, he already analyzed. Fantastic. So I play like a computer basically because he made a lot of mistakes. So doesn't mean that I'm using a engine or something. So people should aware of that. When people plays huge mistake, and if you just punish them, you're going to get 100% accuracy. Okay, 98% accuracy. Okay, that's good. Maybe I can make a thumbnail out of that. 19% accuracy. Yeah, this is a huge mistake. Generally, you'll have to play something like knight to e6. That is the best move, as you can see in the analysis. Knight e6, bishop e6, and then this is how the game goes. Not exactly like this. This is all computerized line. Generally, when I sack the bishop, the people will just simply take, and then I take here. They can do the desperado, but this is a problem because anyway your queen is under attack. If you play this move, then I have e5, so the desperado is going to invite more trouble for black, I guess. So going back, I mean rook f7, knight f7. So directly taking on f7 is the good way for black to respond. And after this, there is a threat of on e5. And most of the people like yeah, many of them are already blundered like this. So some random move will leave or will land in a checkmate or winning the knight just for free. So that was one mistake, and I think after that it was very easy. So I think I didn't miss anything like huge or something. I was just rotating the pieces naturally, though, because of the spin only. And now the check and another check. Oh, this is the computer doesn't like this. I don't know why, but it's so cool. I mean, it's good for us. King g8, queen take g5 check, g7 blocks, and then I check. Oh, okay, maybe. Oh, rook g7. And, sorry, rook g4, and then I think okay, computer read mate here, but okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick review, and also I hope you learned one trap, and also you learned how to avoid the trap in this particular video. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. So please do like this video and support me in this journey of 2300 road to 2300. And I'll continue to upload this video 2 days once as usual. And if you have not subscribed to ChessVisor yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. And as usual, this is ChessVisor, your wise choice to improve your chess.